We have Cody Kelch leading off the inning for the Raiders here in the, I think this is going to be the top of the 8th. Make that change.
Swing and a miss.
Looks like Stephen Connie on deck.
Ball upstairs, and then leaving the count up at 1. Pitch, swing and a miss. Cody taking his eyes off the ball. That's cut on and hit out to center. That gets by the center fielder, and this young man's got some wheels on him. He's stretching it out, going to third, and he holds up with a triple.
Yeah, Cody's a big, strong kid, and I tell you what, he tagged that ball and got it out to right center field quick, and he got moving and comes in with an easy triple.
Later, we'll load the bases. And that'll bring up Cody Kelch. Cody with a triple, his last at bat. Fielders moving up. Comes that, he delivers. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Stephen Connie on deck. The pitch, that's cut on, that's hit out toward right, hits over the right fielder's head. 1 run has scored, 2 runs has scored, and a 3rd run will score. And we will rotate. Raiders advance there.
The second baseman covering and can't make the handle. It scoots off, and that's going to score 2 runs as Caleb Diaz puts the ball out front, puts it in play, kind of nubs it off the end of the bat, and the first baseman and the second baseman can't make the play there at first.
Couldn't find the handle.
And that's going to score 2 runs. So the Raiders get one of the runs they gave up back and an additional one. So the score is 6-1. And we have Jackson Glenn is going to come in and courtesy run for Caleb Diaz, the catcher. As Cody Kelch stands in. He takes a fastball in first strike.
That was a nice-looking pitch right there.
That was a nice-looking pitch.
You know, a lot of umpires give up on that pitch, but if you saw it caught the front corner and then kind of fell out, which is a strike. It's a really tough pitch to hit, but it's a great pitch.
Glenn's moving.
And so is
Kelch. Is swinging the bat, and it's down the left field line, and it's going to be deep. Glenn's going to score from first, and Kelch is going to be in with a double. And he continues to hit the ball hard. And that's going to be an RBI for Kelch and move the Raider lead to 7-1 as Glenn comes around to score.
And that's why I like Glenn on first base. You know, that shot, that was a beautiful stroke by Cody Kelch. On the pitch, Glenn was moving, and, you know, he scores pretty easily with a ball hit to the corner over there.
Yep. That's going to bring up Colton Mitchell, runner at second, no outs. Fastball nice in pitch. For strike. The 0-1, fastball swinging. Mitchell can't get a hold of that. It's going to run the count to 0-2.
And Colton's a guy. You like to see him in the box too. He works his way on base more than just about anybody I've ever seen. I know this so far this season, he's been hitting the ball really solid.
Curveball's left up. Yeah, and that pitch right before that he swung. You typically don't see him swinging that. He's very patient, and he maybe got fooled on a pitch that dropped down into the dirt, but he's typically very patient. Sees a lot of pitches. 1-2, curveball's left up, and Kelch gets a great jump and steals another base as the catcher makes no attempt to throw. There's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball in behind Mitchell, and Kelch thought about going, but he slams on the brakes and heads back to third. Couldn't advance. Be a full count to Mitchell.
3-2. Cole Mitchell showed a little discipline there, not spinning around and trying to smack that ball. Good at bat. Worked it all the way back. That's what we're talking about. He finds his way on base.
Absolutely, and he does that over and over and over. It's a great at bat. Gets behind in the count, 1-2, and then he just becomes patient.
Yeah. It's the bottom of the 8th with a 7-run lead. Cooper Ligon's a guy that's been hitting pretty well, too, and when he gets a hold of one, he can sure give it a ride. Big, strong guy. Came over from football.
Fastball. Popped up, foul. It's going to be out. Ooh, just right inside the fence. 0-1 to Ligon. Runners on the corners. Have Mitchell at first and Kelch at third with no outs. Have Jamison Slater on deck.
You want to? Yeah. So I'll move over here. Beautiful. We're good.
Woo. Fastball inside hits Ligon in the leg.
Yeah,
Ligon in the Ligon.
The upper thigh.
The upper thigh.
Somewhere.
And that is going to load the bases for Jamison Slater. And there's no outs here in the 8th inning. They've already scored a run.
We're good. Yes, sir. Bases loaded, no outs.
Fastball swung on and hit over into the Cove dugout.
That was a nice play by the coach over there in the dugout.
Comes off the fence and he grabs it out there with bare hand.
I got to tell you, though, I wasn't impressed with the throw, but, he hadn't warmed up yet, and I know if he's like me, rather than spend the next 6 months in a sling, kind of lob it on over there.
Yeah, fastball's up high. 1-1, Slater.
Jamison's a guy. He's been battling to get in the lineup. Good athlete. Another hard-working guy. And he'll battle at the plate. He really will. You won't see too many people beat him with a fastball. And he's just one of those guys, too, that he's just scrappy.
Yep.
Everywhere. You could play him. He's really the ultimate utility player. You can play him at any infield position, any outfield position. He pitches, and we've even caught him in the fall and the summer. He's just that guy.
Well, 2-1 is line drive out in left field. He's going to score some runs here as one run is in, and the play to the plate as Mitchell is thrown out at the plate. Slater hits a rocket into left field, and unfortunately, he just got out there a little bit too quick. And Mitchell, we'll see what happens. I mean, it still is early, but it is encouraging that they've got a quick start, and they're looking impressive.
Caleb Diaz just popped up over to the first baseman. He went a couple pitches deep on that at bat. He may not have been as productive as he wanted to be with that at bat, but he certainly has helped us with his glove so far in these last 4 or 5 innings he's been in. Cody Kelch steps up to the plate, and if you've been watching Rouse baseball at all the last couple games, you've been seeing Cody Kelch hit the ball a very long way. And then he certainly can scoot around the bases once he does that.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. You know, he's got
He
a
is.
guy with a lot of talent, a lot of strength, a lot of power. You know, and he's a good athlete. You know, so he had a couple triples. Liberty Hill Tuesday night had a double here, and he did strike out his last time up. He's at a 3-1 count here.
That was a good at bat. Worked his way on. Puts a couple of runners on for Colton Mitchell.
William, I've got one. Yep.
He hacks at the first one, fouls it back. A little more lefty on lefty crime here. And does a nice job of driving that baseball into right field. Good piece of hitting. And, oh.
And so that's going to drive in Ramen Ramos to score the 9th run for the Raiders, but Cody Kelch gets thrown out, attempting to move from second to third. 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second.
It's contagious.
It is contagious.
Just like everything in baseball. Hits, errors.
Yep.
I mean,
Absolutely. So Cody Kelch stands in with no outs and Robbie Ramos on first base. And looks like Grant Foreman is on deck. Curveball drops in for a strike, and it looked like it was a little up high, but it does make it in. So umpire calls a strike. Fastball down low. 1-1. Almost has a lead. Curveball, and Kelch swings over the top of that. And
nice pitch there.
Very nice pitch. 1-2 to Kelch. Curveball. Little inside and high. 2-2. Ramos is moving, and Kelch pops it up. That's going to stay in the field of play, but nobody's going to get to it as it drops over by the Raider dugout. Ramos was moving on that, and I guess he's probably going with another hit and run. And
that's a good thing because they could have been a double play there.
Yeah. So 2-2 to Kelch. Curveball. Ooh. Yeah. That was a pretty good pitch. And of course, at our angle, it may have been inside, but as he does point inside. Full count. Almost dives back in as the pitcher is to get him leaning. Ramos is moving, and the pitch is up high for a ball, and so there's going to be runners at first and second with no outs for Grant Foreman. High chopper, and so not a lot of chance to turn a double play there. Third baseman gets the lead runner in Southern.
18, Cody Kelch.
So Ramos will be on first base with another fielder's choice. It's going to bring up left fielder Cody Kelch.
Cody had a great catch the other night, last night, over the shoulder catch deep to left field. That was
fastball swung on, drove down into the right past the third baseline. That is going to be a fair ball. That should be enough to score Ramos from first base as he's coming in. And Kelch with an RBI double is going to break this game open for the first run of the game.
That's exactly what Rouse needed. Cody looking first pitch, and with those quick hands, he turned on it and right over third base into the left field corner and gave Ramos enough time to get all the way around the score. And right now, Rouse leads this game 1-0.
Number 22, Jamison Slater.
Talk about hitting the ball hard. He got that thing right inside the third base bag, and it gets down and into the corner.
Third baseman had no chance at that. Didn't even have a chance to dive for it.
It's going to bring up Jamison Slater as he takes first pitch strike. So big 2-out hit by Cody Kelch. Gives the Raiders a 1-0 lead. And the ball's hit out into left field, right in between short and third. And that is going to score Kelch as there is no throw to the plate. And Jamison Slater has a second RBI. Here again, baseball has a way of working things out.
Cody Kelch stands in, and
gone.
he's launched one, and
That's
this
outta
is
here.
gone.
There is no doubt about
It
that.
is out of the park. Cody Kelch with a leadoff home run. And the Raiders take the 2-1 lead over the Cubs.
There was no doubt off that bat. In fact, the left fielder just kind of looks up and watches it go by. He didn't even move. Watson. And he launched that up into the
Stratosphere.
into the groves of trees.
Yeah.
In high school playoff baseball, the Rouse Raiders in the third round of the playoffs after going just 3-23 last season. What a turnaround. But against Brenham, Rouse's Cody Kelch, this big home run wouldn't be enough. Brenham comes back to win it 9-3 to